what price will maximize revenue? I'll get out of the way now. Does they teach science? Don't they do that? Mr. Curry uses science all the time. He uses trig and, growth patterns and all that stuff. Okay. All right, so here it says, milk at the cafeteria, I'm going to just read it out just for those at the back that can't see. Milk at the cafeteria is $2.35, and 250 kids buy every day, which I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know how much milk they go through. For every 10 cents raise in price, 5 less kids buy milk. At what price will maximize revenue? Okay, now we talked about this on Tuesday if you weren't here, the idea of price and sales. So if you raise the price of something, you're going to sell less of it. Okay, let's say I say, like back to our cookies we used when we sold at the back of the class. At the end of lunch, when I wanted to get rid of the stuff, I was giving it away. 10 cents a cookie, 15 cents a cookie. At the beginning, remember we were down, Calvin, we were down to like one of something left, and I say that's going to be $1 for whoever wants that last muffin or whatever we were trying to sell, right? So the idea is, in general, the higher the price of something, the less people want it. The lower the price of something, the more people want it. That's just a general sales thing. So it's the same idea here. I'm going to make a small chart to get started, okay, and then we'll do the equations here. Okay, so my chart is going to be, I'll do it right here. It's going to be your price times your sales. Okay, can someone be brave and tell me, please, look, please don't use your phone in class. What is the starting price of milk here? $2.35. If the price of milk is $2.35, how many people are buying it? 250 people. It's a lot of milk, okay, but that's okay. Okay, now this, I'm going to slow down here because I'm too excited here, okay? You should have seen me yesterday when I got on that, what's it called, cash register. I never actually was in sales before. It was awesome. Okay, so let's do the first step here. If I'm going to raise the price of milk by 10 cents, what's my new price going to be? $2.45. I heard somebody say, I hope. Okay. Now here's the key part. If I go up to $2.45, how many bottles of milk will I sell? Yeah, $2.45. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. Going the other way, if I'm going to drop the price, what's the price when we drop to? $2.25. How many bottles of milk am I selling for that? $2.55. Okay, so the idea is for each step, your starting value is going to be in the middle. For each step, the first step is going to be up 10 cents, and then you're selling 5 less milk. And that's sort of the pattern we're hopefully getting here. Okay. So I'm going to start you off. I'm going to say let x equals the number of price raises. Y is going to be your revenue. All right, revenue is going to be price times sales. Okay, so let's get another expression for price. We have to think for this, think back to grade 9 for slope, okay? I'm going to pass on you for one quick sec. You have to think of what your starting value is and how much you're going up by. So what's the starting value for price? $2.35. Now, how much are we going up by or down by each time? We're going up by 10 cents. So how do I write up by 10 cents each time? How do I write that? 0.10x. Good. Awesome. Okay? Because the idea is the x mean of... Right again here? Okay. So the each time is like your x, right? So it's 10 cents each time. Think back to grade 9. That's the idea of when you're making an equation. Each time or every would be x. All right, we're using the same idea. Can someone else tell me, please, how do you do sales? Sorry, I'm going to pass on right now. So I didn't mean to slap you, by the way. What's the sales going to be? What's the starting value? What's the change? Yeah, 250 we're starting at. What are we doing each time?
Why 250?
Okay.
Oh, 250.
Go ahead. Minus 5x. Why is it minus 5x? Lose 5 kids each time, right? Every time you lose 5. Now, so hold on a second. As we go here, guys, hold on a second. Listen up, please. So when we do this question, the idea is one's always going up, one's always going down. And I keep saying this. If you're going up by, if you're raising your price and more people buy it, are you ever going to not raise the price? Well, no, right? Like a cup of coffee would be $10 zillion if 10 zillion people want to buy it, I guess.
Would it be wrong if you did minus 10x at third time?
I mean, if they're opposite, you mean? As long as you get the right answer, I don't really care. Okay, but generally you want to set it as here, because we're talking about a 10 cents raise, you want to do like plus 10, right? That's it, yeah. Okay, so to finish this one off, what you guys are going to do for me right now, I'd like you to, number 1, follow this out. Number 2, we're going to complete the square. And number 3, then you're going to sub your x value into price. Why am I completing the square? What's the key word in this question, Jessica, that tells me that I have to complete the square? Thank you, Jessica. Okay, right? But it is going to be completing the square. As soon as you see the word maximize, right, you're thinking always that. So you have to get this to expanded form. So I'm going to pause in the video. You're going to FOIL like crazy, okay? And then you're going to complete the square like crazy. And then you're going to sub into x like crazy. Yes?
I'm foiling. Do I just do this on a square or
So it's going to be like this and this, this and this.
so I don't go over to there?
Like it's like everything from the first bracket is multiplied by everything from the second. Okay, so take a second, try this out. When I say a second, I really mean a second. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do this. That's okay. I'm just going to talk over you, pretend like you're listening. Okay. I'm sorry. So I'm going to FOIL this out. It's going to be y equals
5.8 minus 11.75x
Thank you. Keep going.
plus 25 minus 0.5x squared.
Great. Thank you. And again, I heard that Natalie explained it. She did a very good job. You have to write it in x squared and then x in the number order. So we're negative 0.5 x squared plus what, 13.25? Now this is a nightmare to do. Okay, hopefully the one I give you on your test will be a little bit easier. There'll be one of your assignments and mess like this. Okay, but on your test, hopefully I'll be kind. Okay, I complete the square as quickly as I can. Hopefully there's enough time. And divide by negative 0.5. 26.5.
Please excuse the interruption. This announcement is for the students that are part of the Indigenous Students Group. You are to meet this and in the Friendship Room, period 2. To all students that are part of the Indigenous Student Group, please meet Miss Buchan in the Friendship Room, period 2. Thank you.
Okay, so as you heard that announcement, I'm going to quickly just finish this up here. Run a long time. Your homework this weekend is going to be to do that assignment. We'll talk about it again on hold on a sec, I'm going to back up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, here we go, guys. Before we pack up, So I screwed up my decimal there, didn't I?
But still negative 36.75.
Okay, so that's wrong. Okay, now, before we finish here, Bailey, and everyone else, this V here, this X value, is not going to be your, can I talk here, please, isn't it? Okay, that X value is not going to be the price of milk. The price of milk is not $13. It's going to be how many times the price of milk has changed. Okay, so what you're going to do is to finish up, you're going to say your price is equal to 2.35 plus 0.1 times 13.25. So that's going to be about, what is that, 133? So I got $3.68. But you guys got it.
Well, I would not pay that much for that.
Well, that's why the revenue max on some people would.
I would.
Oh my god. I did a little bit.
Dad really doesn't want to do it. Your dad really doesn't remember everything you say. He's like, oh, I got that.
You can buy a big, that's that much.
Yeah, what does he do, though? What's he do? All right, there we go. On Monday, it looks like we're going through, we're going to start with the